Have you ever felt confused by the strange actions of the person you secretly admire? Sometimes they seem to care, other times they are distant and indifferent. Are they giving you a green light? Or is it all just an illusion? If your answer is yes, then you are not alone. Many people out there are struggling with the mystery called avoidant psychology in love. And in this video, Jim Rohn will help you uncover that secret. I am Jim Rohn, and in today's video, we will explore the strange things that avoidant people do when they actually like you. You will recognize the green light signals hidden behind their cold exterior, giving you more confidence to win the heart of the one you love. Especially in this video, I will reveal a true story about how a girl won the heart of an avoidant man. This story will unveil valuable secrets and experiences to help you overcome challenges in love. Don't forget to hit the subscribe and bell buttons so you won't miss any exciting upcoming videos. Sarah was always drawn to mysterious men, and Alex was one of them. From the very first meeting at a party, Sarah felt an inexplicable attraction to him. Alex was charming in a quiet way, his deep eyes holding untold secrets. But there was something about him that Sarah couldn't quite understand. He always maintained an invisible distance, just enough to keep her intrigued but never allowing her to truly reach his heart. Their relationship progressed slowly and with difficulty. Alex never expressed his interest in an obvious way. He would take Sarah out for coffee, talk passionately about his favorite books and music, but then he would disappear without a trace. He wasn't cold, just distant, as if he were fighting an internal battle only he could comprehend. One evening, Sarah stood at her apartment door, surprised to see Alex waiting there. He handed her a small, smooth stone. "I found this at the beach," he said indifferently. "Thought you might like it." Sarah picked up the stone, feeling its cool surface in her palm. It wasn't just an ordinary stone. On its surface, a tiny star was carved in the center. "It's beautiful," she whispered, looking at him with hopeful eyes. But Alex quickly turned away, shoving his hands into his coat pockets. "It's nothing, just something I picked up," he muttered before quickly changing the subject. Sarah didn't press further, but she knew this wasn't just a random object. This was Alex's way of showing he cared, subtle, unwilling to reveal his true emotions. The following weeks passed with mixed emotions for Sarah. Alex took her to quiet places, but always avoided using the word date. He often joked about relationships, saying things like, "I'm not good at this love stuff," yet he spent more time with her than any other man ever had. He gave her thoughtful, practical gifts, a new notebook when she complained about running out of paper, a box of tea he had somehow ended up with. Then, just when Sarah felt that everything was going well, Alex suddenly withdrew. One weekend, after a romantic evening where Sarah felt they had finally broken through his shell, Alex abruptly canceled all plans for the next few days. His messages became short and cold. Sarah sensed the change in his attitude, but she didn't understand why. Confused and frustrated, Sarah decided to confront him. "Alex, I don't understand you," she said as they walked through the park. "You act like you care about me, but then you disappear without an explanation. You give me gifts but pretend they mean nothing. You make me feel special, yet you create this huge distance between us. What are you so afraid of?" Alex sighed, his hands trembling slightly, his gaze avoiding hers. He ran a hand over the back of his neck and sat down, remaining silent for a long moment before finally speaking. He hesitated, still avoiding Sarah's eyes. "I don't know how to love." "Love?" Sarah's voice softened. "Letting someone into my heart," he admitted, finally looking straight at her. "I've always been like this. Always keeping an escape route for myself in case things get too serious. Because the moment I start to feel truly close to someone, I start to panic." His words echoed in the quiet space, raw and filled with vulnerability. For the first time, Sarah saw the real person behind Alex's hardened exterior. She felt a mix of emotions: understanding, disappointment, and something even deeper. "You don't have to run, Alex," she whispered. "Not from me." He looked at her for a long time, as if weighing whether he could trust those words. And though he didn't respond immediately, he reached out and took her hand. A small, hesitant gesture, but more powerful than any words. For the first time, Sarah saw a glimmer of hope in Alex's guarded eyes. Maybe he wasn't ready to completely let go of his fears. Maybe he never would be. But in that moment, Sarah knew that he was trying. And sometimes trying is enough. After hearing this story, I know that whether you are the avoidant one or, like Sarah, you love someone who is, you have now recognized the distinct signs of avoidant psychology. To make it even clearer, I will go over them with you once again. Avoidant individuals may never explicitly say that they don't want a serious relationship. Instead, they hint at it through their actions and words. They might say that your relationship is just fun and casual with no commitments. They want to be with you, yet they fear the idea of being tied down in an official relationship. Another sign of avoidant psychology is frequently alluding to separation. Even from the first few dates, they might say things like, "I'm not good at relationships," or "I tend to mess things up." This isn't true insecurity. It's a way for them to prepare for an exit at any moment. They want you to keep your expectations low so that when they leave, you won't be too hurt. Avoidant individuals may also create small conflicts to test you. They might cancel plans at the last minute, take a long time to respond to messages, or make remarks that annoy you. This is their way of checking whether you have the patience to accept them. They want to be sure that you won't leave just because of minor difficulties. One of the most defining traits of avoidant people is their emotional distance. They don't like sharing personal matters, often avoid deep conversations, and shy away from moments of true emotional expression. They fear that if they reveal too much about themselves, they will become vulnerable. Finally, avoid individuals tend to give coincidental or practical yet emotionless gifts. Instead of choosing a gift with clear sentimental value, they might say they just happened to pick something up and thought you might like it. Or they might give you something simple like a notebook or a pen saying, "I had an extra one, you can use it." Sometimes they give practical gifts with no emotional attachment, making you feel like just a passerby in their life. All these signs show that an avoidant person truly cares about you, but they are struggling with their own deep-seated fears. They want to love and be loved, yet they fear that love will bring wounds that cannot be healed. If you notice someone around you displaying these behaviors, be patient and understanding. Don't try to force them to change. Give them the time and space they need to overcome their fears. But don't worry, this is something special just for those who have stayed with me until the end of this video. You've heard the story of Sarah and Alex. That is the key to your relationship. Act like Sarah. That is how you can get closer to an avoidant person. Sarah did the right thing by not pressuring Alex to change, but instead patiently staying by his side. In psychology, building trust with an avoidant person requires stability and consistency. Rather than demanding that Alex open up immediately, Sarah chose to communicate directly yet gently, helping him feel safe in sharing. One of the most important things Sarah did was not overreact when Alex withdrew. She didn't push him into a defensive position or make him feel pressured. Instead, she continued to be present in his life patiently, showing him that she was not a threat but someone he could trust. By maintaining honest conversations and creating an environment where Alex felt emotionally safe, Sarah helped him gradually break down his protective walls. This was the key to allowing an avoidant person to slowly learn how to face their emotions without fear or a sense of losing control. Dear friend, I understand that maintaining a relationship with an avoidant person is not an easy challenge. There will be times when you feel like you are walking on a thin rope, balancing between hope and disappointment. You may wonder whether your efforts are worth it, whether that person will ever truly open up and accept your love. But please do not lose heart. Genuine love and patience hold extraordinary power. Believe that no matter how strong the walls they build, there is always a small door meant for you. That door may be well hidden, but that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. The important thing is that you truly understand them. Learn about their fears, the past wounds that have made them closed off and avoidant. Do not try to change them, accept them as they are. Instead of criticizing or blaming them, offer them empathy and unconditional love. Remember, communication is the key to unlocking the heart. Speak with them sincerely and openly. Listen to their thoughts and emotions, even when they are difficult to hear. Show them that you are always there, ready to share both their joys and their sorrows. Patience is an essential virtue on this journey. Do not expect quick changes. Give them time to heal their emotional wounds. Always believe that no matter how difficult the path may be, your love will be the guiding light, leading both of you to a place of happiness. Finally, believe in yourself. You deserve to be loved and to be happy. Never doubt your worth, and never give up hope for a bright future. I believe that with your genuine love and perseverance, you can win the heart of an avoidant person and build a truly deep and meaningful relationship with them. In summary, loving an avoidant person can be filled with obstacles and challenges. It requires patience, understanding, and above all, a love that is sincere and selfless. Do not be discouraged by the walls they build. Keep knocking on the door of their heart with honesty and compassion. Remember, behind that hardened exterior is a wounded soul longing to be loved and accepted, and perhaps it is your love that will be the key to unlocking their heart, bringing both of you a fulfilling and meaningful happiness. Lastly, I sincerely thank all of you for taking the time to watch and listen to our insights. I hope that this information helps you better understand avoidant psychology in love, giving you more motivation and confidence on your journey to winning the heart of the one you love. Thank you, and see you again.